Look at this scorched earth after the Goose Fire chewed through over 400 acres of the Boise Foothills. Good evening. It was an event that had the eyes of everyone in the valley on last night. Firefighters working overnight to protect homes from that blaze, which we learned earlier today was started by illegal fireworks. One building destroyed, but luckily a lot of homeowners dodged disaster. Our Tristan Lewis joins us live in the studio now to tell us more about the efforts of those firefighters. And Tristan, you learned many homeowners opted to stay home instead of evacuating, and it's probably a good thing some of them did.
Yeah, Mark, several neighbors we spoke with say they were working to slow the fires for about half an hour before crews were able to get to their area. They say they're so grateful for the first responders, but they made the choice to stay because they were afraid their place was not going to make it.
We needed water, we needed to save our houses, save our lives, save our livestock, and we needed to take some action. So we stayed and took action.
It's been a busy 24 hours for Jennifer Sweck. She lives in the foothills near Bogart and Hill Road in Boise. Sweck says she understands the risks that come with living in this neighborhood.
Things happen, you have to move quickly, you have to adjust.
Those risks came about last night. Sweck and other homeowners stayed put rather than evacuate, trying to fight off flames from the Goose Fire that grew closer and closer.
How close was it to our house? We could feel the heat in the backyard is how close it was.
Neighbors say efforts involved water hoses, chainsaws, and shovels while waiting for first responders to take over.
If we had left, I'm pretty sure we have lost, several homes.
The Bureau of Land Management is one of several agencies that responded to the fire.
Something like that, it's what we do all the time.
Engine Captain Bryce Alexander says he's happy with the response efforts last night, especially given the fact it's no longer fire season and they didn't have many of their additional summer resources.
It's not our normal staffing levels like we normally would have.
In fact, BLM says it usually has engines and staff at the firehouse in Hidden Springs, but because of the time of the year, crews are not operating out of the facility.
It hadn't even been a week that we'd shut it down. So it's just timing.
Neighbors in the area have heard plans within the past 3 decades for 2 new Boise fire stations to be built in the area for emergencies just like this. But until that happens, they say they'll be prepared in case another wildland fire sparks again.
That's not me finding fault with all the fire services. They all did a wonderful job. It's just the nature of having this interface with the foothills and an area that's really underserved by fire protection.
Now, both BLM and Eagle Fire tell me they got the call about the fire at 5 o'clock and they swiftly responded. They say given the current circumstances, they're happy with that response, as are many of the neighbors whose homes were threatened. Mark?
Better part of 30 years I've lived here, never seen a fire of that size a week into the month of October. Just incredible. Tristan, thank you.